Welcome back, you beauties. Yes, it's going to be a little bit silly today, so you're just going to have to work with us because we're having far too much fun embracing an incredible movie. And of course, our good friend has done a deep dive.
Yes.
He's gone full method for us this morning. I've always known that we were on that line, buddy. Has it finally happened?
Just by the way, I'm pretty sure Graham was apologizing to our director there, who this whole morning has been trying to say, guys, do the line, say the thing, please move on, but we're acting like a bunch of monkeys for good reason.
And we should, because these guys took it there. Man, what? It feels like they've always been good, these films, but this feels like a step up, man. How are we feeling about Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes?
So, I'm sure you guys agree, because it sounds like you do. Like, this series is so underrated and so overlooked.
Yes.
I think it came out, like Apes in general, too much in the time of, say, the superhero movies like Avengers and stuff like that. And those have their place and whatever.
For sure.
But, man, the Apes series is... I mean, these are Graham's words here. Like, it has gravitas, it has pathos, it has size, and it has, like, heavy seriousness. And fortunately, they carry all of those things in an appreciable way that it's deserving of the name.
Great.
Before I get into all of that, though, and what the story's about, let's have a look at some of the behind the scenes for the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It's a week old now, but sometimes, these movies come out and people go, what, that's released already? Yeah. Got to rush to the cinema. Here's a look.
The Planet of the Apes franchise, it lasts and really transcends time. The legacy of these movies is very important to me. Any film after Caesar's journey has to be equally profound. And Wes all achieved that with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
What Andy Serkis did was just amazing.
Caesar!
He brought a digital character to life. With Kingdom, we get to contribute to this great legacy. We wanted to give people this immersive experience into a world we've never seen before.
Wes did something new, and I was really excited to pass on the baton.
The fans of the previous trilogy will appreciate that we took this leap forward to do our own thing, but still honor what came before.
Wes's vision is extraordinary. It really does feel like the ultimate Planet of the Apes movie.
Bend for your king. Never.
Sorry, I'm loving that scream at the end. It's so yes, Queen.
Yeah.
But this entire franchise, I was working in a video shop and the Planet of the Apes came out with Mark Wahlberg. And already it got me going with the concept over here. That type of, it almost felt like the origins of our own intelligence is now questioned. Are we really that intelligent?
You're into the ancient aliens thing.
I am into that sort of thing. So please talk to us about this movie and why it takes this franchise to the next level.
And I think why that feeling is sort of maintained so well is because, like I said to Kevin Durant, JP was just talking to me.
What a mensch.
What I appreciate about the series is that similar to the way Dune feels future ancient, like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, these movies move from this is 1 year apart, that's 10 years apart, that's 30, and now we're suddenly 300, 400 years into the future. But they don't care to spoon feed you that stuff.
Yeah.
So this is where this movie starts, and you've got this young ape named Noah, and he is this is a sweet aspect of it. The previous movies were very much mission-minded. They're on a mission, or they're doing an exodus. They're on their way out, or their way in, etc., etc. And this one almost starts with the coming of age.
He's personal. It's a relationship, a dad, a son.
The little kid monkey is, oh, that's wrong of me, sorry, species. The kid ape is coming of age in that what you're looking at there is a scene where he has to choose his first eagle egg. He belongs to this tribe that tames eagles. And this is already interesting because now the series is introducing, well, eventually culture comes along. After they found speech, after they found sentience, after they found self-reflection, they suddenly have laws. It's so interesting that there's ceremony.
There's framework around that culture,
So it's beautifully fleshed out there for a start, but then obviously it has to get into the drama. After that whole nice breezy coming of age and settling feeling, that very settled feeling, which, like I said, is a bit of a breath of fresh air in all the action of the whole series.
The spoon-fed action of movies lately as well,
certainly. He has to then find his way to this other ape tribe. I don't think I want to say too much about why he's there. I think the trailers might give that away. Whatever, I'm not going to get into what happens. Obviously, I've seen it, but it goes then on this epic arc of him meeting Proximus Caesar, who is played by this Kevin Durant guy. And he does this so well. I just remember, like, in the interview, what is so preposterous, like having a front row seat to someone just pulling out an ape, which I wouldn't obviously ask a grown-up to do, like, oh, do the line, do the line.
Yeah, for sure, but it's not a
he was so
gimmick.
gracious.
Yeah.
And you see, like, the micro musculature under this man's face contort. Actors are such impressive human beings,
Yes,
man.
they are.
Like, suddenly the lip changes shape in a way that is so hyper-controlled down to the most minuscule level. And so you got to praise the performances. And partly that's thanks to the guy you just saw, Andy Serkis, who runs the Apes school. This is the other thing about Apes that I appreciate so much, is like they were like, okay, good dudes, we're going to do a movie where eventually an ape is on the back of a horse firing 2 machine guns from either hand, and we have to make this serious.
And it's got to work, it's got to land.
I respect so much that, and compared to these other movies that came out, because I'm not a fan of the superhero movies, like they sometimes feel so obliged to, let's have a Paul Ruddy funny moment. Let's talk off and have this moment where, and let's over-explain here and over-explain there.
Kind of gimmicky, it kind of spoon-feeds you.
It has
in
its
that sense,
own,
yeah.
it works in its own way, sure. But yeah, they're like, no, 100% commitment to dead seriousness. And that's why it sometimes feels Shakespearean. It's like the previous one, every shot looked like Rembrandt. And this is something that I actually didn't like necessarily about this one. Sometimes the camera work is too interested in finding too much with the eye, rather than being locked off on a shot like the way you watch Saving Private Ryan or something.
Okay, for sure, yeah, let the scene play it out.
So it's a bit too adventurous in camera, but that's definitely not a sin. It is definitely a worthwhile addition to the whole series. And good grief, I really appreciate the seriousness. I really appreciate the commitment, and never going, okay, guys, let's take a break from the heightened sort of like sensory thing. No, Apes is committed all the way. And,
Once it starts, it don't stop.
Magic, like definite props to the dude, the director Wes Ball, who I didn't have faith in to begin with, because he did the Maze Runner before. Dude pulled out the stops and definitely is a worthy addition to the cause here. However, let's have a look at a scene of the guy I was just mentioning, Kevin Durand as Proximus Caesar, and he induces here so much of, if you ask average Joes like us, act. First thing that we're going to do as a bunch of cliche people is like scream and shout and everything. That's acting. But he floods the place with menace. Anyway, I'm menacing my own time here. Let's have a look at Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
What a wonderful day! What a wonderful day! Are we thankful for the words of Caesar? We are thankful. Do we bend our heads? We bend. Say his words. Say his words! What a wonderful day!
Yo, you feel it.
What a wonderful day is something you'd whisper to a friend.
Yeah.
That, to actually package that and that menace you spoke of,
His
what a wonderful
tone,
day.
the little
Ominous.
inflections.
That's actually a pretty clever observation. It's like, it might remind you of like in The Last King of Scotland, very, very much Idi Amin is like this tea drinking, friendly, I'm the neighborhood guy. But he acts so well to flood, like I said, flood the place with menace.
Wow.
But again, my favorite thing about this is that everyone is 100% committed. And it was great seeing actually South Africans are committed too. I worry sometimes with these movies, and I think it happened in the past, it's like people go, it's monkeys, I can't take it that seriously.
Yeah.
The way people treat cartoons, cartoons are for kids or whatever. But this actually went to #1 in SA. It means you guys are enjoying it. And for those who didn't know it's out, maybe go watch it a second time. Speaking of numbers, though, you guys like to hear popcorn, don't you?
Oh, man, it's
Yes.
with great trepidation, because it sounds like this is going to get a big score. But
Kingdom
I know
of the Planet of the Apes is the worst of the 4 Apes movies, and actually better than most movies, so it still gets 8 out of 10.
Wow.
Did you just say 8 out of 10? Wow. Sorry I had to go there.
Stop
there we
monkeying
go.
around.
Yes. Okay, there you go.
Oh, absolutely
The
beautiful.
director's trying to give orders to apes. Sorry, the show's gone now. It's a monkey show now.
Esther said it. We're going to let him just go off and play in the foliage. Absolutely love it, dude. Love the deep dive that he went. Just do some grooming there. Just
We
give
need
him
to
little
go to
few minutes.
Joburg ASAP. Please go to Joburg. So I need to help